Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shah being the name of His only begotten Son, who they ignorantly call Jesus Christ. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rikah Kadash. Now, when you're talking about this unity and the Israelites being at the bottom of society, is it because of the fact that they don't have unity amongst themselves? Or is it something bigger? Is it bigger than unity? Is unity the cause, or the lack of unity, is it the cause of the Israelites being in slavery, being under these other nations, being on the bottom of society as a second-class citizen, 3/5 of a human being on the in the Constitution? Is it because of the unity? Well, let's let the Bible speak. Now, when you go into Deuteronomy, it tells you the reason the Israelites is gonna prosper and the reason that they gonna not prosper. It says, "It shall come to pass, if thou hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord your God, to observe and to do all His commandments, which I command you this day, that the Lord your God will set you on high above all nations of the earth." Okay. Verse 15, it say, "But it shall come to pass, if you will not hearken or listen to the voice of the Lord your God, to observe to do all His commandments and His statutes, which I command you this day, all these curses shall come upon you and overtake you." So the reason the Israelites is at the bottom is not because they are ununified or they don't have unity within their community. It's because they have disobedient. They disobey the Most High currently and in the past. See, because it says in verse 16, "Cursed shall you be in the city, and cursed shall you be in the field." 17, "Cursed shall be your basket and your store." See, once they get into this situation from their disobedience, they're going to be cursed in the city, in the field, in the business, their finances. They're going to be cursed. Now, when you go into 46, it say, "And they," talking about the curses, "and they shall be upon you for a sign, or for a wonder, and upon your seed forever." See, once you get in this situation, it's gonna be forever. Look at what it says in 48. It says, "Therefore shall you serve your enemies, which the Lord shall send against you." So the Lord gonna send your enemies against you, and hunger, and thirst, and the nakedness, and the want of all things. He will put a yoke of iron upon their neck until He have destroyed you. See, He's gonna send that nation to put you in captivity. He's gonna send a nation to put you in slavery. And those curses is gonna be forever. As a sign, look at verse 44. "He shall lend to you, and you shall not lend to him. He shall be the head, and you shall be the tail." You're gonna be the tail in the society. You're gonna be at the bottom of society because you were disobedient, not because you was or you didn't have unity amongst yourselves. Had nothing to do with no unity. See, and just to get straight to the point, when you go to 68, it says, "And the Lord shall bring you into Egypt or slavery again with ships. By the way thereof I spake unto you, thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold to your enemies for bondman and bondwoman, and no man shall buy you or redeem you." See, no man is going to take you out of this situation. That's why Yahweh shall say he's not coming back, and he's not going to meet these people as a man. He's coming as a powerful angelic spirit, and he's going to then bring redemption. See, when is the Israelites going to get redeemed out of this situation? When are they going to come up out of the situation of the curses? See, when is that the curses is going to be taken off of them? Luke 21 and 20, let's see here, 21 and 27. It said, "And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in the cloud with power and great glory. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draws near." See, when Yahweh shall crack that sky, that's when redemption is coming. That's when the curses is going to be lift up off of us, and not no time earlier than then. See, let's get Micah. Micah chapter 2, verse 10. It says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with a sore destruction." It's not, this place is a land of our captivity. We're not here to prosper and to be at rest. What does it mean to say at rest? What is it talking about? Isaiah 14. Look at verse 3. It says, "And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give you rest from your sorrows and from your fear and from the hard bondage where you was made to serve." Rest means you're going to be taken out of slavery. This is not where we're supposed to be taken out of slavery. This place is for our destruction. When we get out of slavery, that's going to be our rest. You can't rest in slavery. See, you cannot rest in slavery. And that's what these Israelites want to do. See, they want to rest in the middle of slavery. They want to be resting. And you're not going to prosper and be resting. You under the curse. The curse is in full effect. And that curse ain't going to be lifted off of you until Yahweh shall come and save you. Now, let's see here. Let's get Joel 3. 3, starting at verse 7. It says, "Behold, I will raise them out of the place whether ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head." See, this is when we will be get that rest. This is what Hebrews was talking about. We're gonna turn the tribulation that we was given from these other nations on their head. See, what was it? Hebrews 4. It says, verse 1, "Let us therefore fear lest a promise being left us of entering into his rest, any of you should seem to come short of it." See, that rest is going to be out the land when we come out of captivity, man. It's not when we in captivity. You're not going to rest in captivity. See, you got to enter into his rest. It's talking about we gonna be uh, taken out of captivity. That's how we're gonna enter into His rest. His the place He's gonna let us rest at. Let's see, Jeremiah 16:16. Well, starting at 15, it says talking about the Israelites being saved from Egypt, and then it says going to be a second salvation, a second rescue mission. Verse 15, but the Lord liveth that brought the children of Israel from the land of the north and from all the lands whither He hath driven them. This is when they're going to have redemption. This is when the curses is coming off of them. This is when they're going to prosper and live lavishly. See, let's get that in Zephaniah. Zephaniah. Okay, Zephaniah said 19, behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that haughteth, and gather her that was driven out. See, and I will get them fame, and praise and fame in every land where they had been put to shame. Verse 20, at that time will I bring you again, even in the time that I gather you, for I will make you a name and praise among all the people of the earth. When I turn back your captivity before your eyes, says the Lord. So it's going to be when He turns back our captivity. That's when we're going to get the praise. That's when we're going to get the fame. That's when we're going to get the riches. That's when we're going to get the rest. No time before then. See, we're going to be in the land of our captivity, suffering the curses, not prospering, buying cars and houses, and living like the so-called white man. But I'm going to leave it there. All praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, Ba'Shem and Kakadash. Double honors to the elders pushing the truth. Peace to the elect worldwide. Our kingdom is at hand. Shalom.